a special limited custom color drop from Teckel. O.S.P releases a brand new minnow and new colors and hard baits, and today is the official start of our spring super buy sale. This is what's new this week at the Hookup Tackle. Welcome back, my friends. I am Ben with the Hookup Tackle, the Tackle Otaku on Instagram, being joined by the one and only, my new best friend. I kicked Jeff to the curb. He's done for. My man, CJ.
Drum roll. What's up, dude?
What is up, dude?
How's it going,
Happy
man?
Sunday morning to you.
Top of the morning to you.
I'm going to try something that doesn't usually work. I'm going to treat myself to a delicious cold Orion. Would you like one?
Oh, a nice bottle of water. Thank you. I'd love one.
It's hydrating and delicious and caffeinated and protein.
That's a great sound.
Cheers, my friends. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are off to an amazing weekend. Hopefully you're fishing and not watching this until later in the day. But, you know, cheers. If you're not, neither are we. So at least we get delicious beer. So cheers. If you guys are new here, this is what's new this week at the Hookup Tackle. We basically just off for 30 minutes and talk about fishing tackle. So
beer.
Welcome, enjoy. We're going to talk about some new product drops, important restocks, and we are starting our spring super buy sale today. So this is going to go all week. We've got lots of items. We've got really dope brand new sim stuff. We got some special buys from Daiwa, from SLP, O.S.P, Raid. So lots of cool things on any of the special buy stuff. We're going to run it all week, and then we'll end it at the week or until it sells out. So as we go through some of these things, if it speaks to you, I would grab it. Some of this stuff we got plenty of inventory on, and some I expect it to fly out and evaporate. So grab whatever you see that's cool. But I'm going to take another swig of beer, and we're going to talk about some custom color Teckel that I've been excited about.
Oh, time to get drunk.
Let's do it. All right, as you guys know, Teckel is one of our favorite brands. My buddy Hideki, we hang out all the time. We drink beer all the time. We're always talking about nonsense things to do. And we have a couple of custom colors that we do in Teckel. And I've always wanted to do them in a frog, and we finally got them done. Not just in a frog, but in my 3 favorite Teckel frogs. Check out what we're dropping right now. All right, guys, so there you go. Sake Bomber and Ghost Geisha officially dropping. Now, it's taken me almost 2 years to get these, so I would love to do these again, but just with production times, if this speaks to you, I would pick them up. Now, I know a lot of you guys are still under a lot of ice. I know a lot of you guys are in cold weather, but what usually happens is we don't get frogs until the end of frog season. So this year I wanted to try to get them like before frog season so that when frog season happens, you guys can be ready. So let me show you these delicious colors. So we did them in my 3 favorite frogs, the Sprinker, the Honker, and the Sharker. And I'll show you each one, okay? So here you go. Here is the Sprinker. So Sake Bomber is basically just a very natural kind of minnow type base. It's kind of a take on Ghost Minnow, where it has a little bit of a purple hue on the side, a little purple hue on the back, and then kind of a, kind of a bronzish back with like a clearish pearlescent kind of hue on the belly. So it's a great clear water color, great one from ponds to lakes to rivers, everywhere. Ghost Geisha is a semi-transparent white color. Okay, so you have a white pearl belly that has a blue pearl shift that fades to like a clear side with some hologram flake in it, and then you have a crackle white back with a purple hue on it. Okay, so as this thing is moving, you're gonna get different pearl shifts. It's just a super natural. So Teckel has amazing colors anyways, but they're pretty much all solid colors, right? So these are gonna give you 2 transparent colors. They're gonna be good when the sun is up high or when you just need to diminish the look or offer something a little bit different. So if they're chewing a white frog, hopefully by offering a ghost geisha, you give them something just a little bit different. Plus, they're limited, so there's not going to be very many people that are going to get them. So there is the Sprinker. The Honker is another one that I absolutely love. If you hang out around our channel, we talk about it all the time.
Yep.
So I was pretty excited about both of these in the Honker, just because I pretty much live on that one. Ghost geisha looks the same. So the Honker is going to have blades. By the way, I guess I should have said this. If you guys are new to Teckel, the Sprinker is basically like a plopping frog. Okay, so you're going to chuck it, and you're going to swim it in the same way you would with a whopper plopper. This is going to give you that kind of plopping sound in the back. It's the most vicious strike you will ever experience on a frog.
Yep.
The second most vicious strike you will ever experience on a frog is this guy. This is the Honker. Okay, so this one's going to have metal feet. You fish it however you want. It walks amazing. It's probably the best walking frog that Teckel makes. You can also just do a straight swim and these metal feet will kind of churn. But the way I fish it is kind of like as a popper. So you can throw it at a specific target, you just give it a pop and it will pop and those feet just kind of, and then they continue to spin and flash. It's an unbelievable frog anytime they're around beds, anytime they're around brim beds, anytime they're on an isolated edge or you know, a tree, a dock. Killer frog. So again, you've got the Sake Bomber and the Ghost Geisha. On the Sake Bomber, I did a gold and silver blade, which is not available on any other Teckel. This is how I like my spinnerbaits.
Pretty dope,
One
dude.
gold, one silver, so why not do it on that as well? And then on the Ghost Geisha, it's the silver. And then finally, the last frog is the Sharker. Now, the Sharker is one of his newer frogs. It doesn't get spoken about a lot, mainly because there's never any inventory of it. It's one of those things where it's a killer frog, but it's been hard to get your hands on. Now, with all of these frogs, we have all the other colors in stock as well. Okay, so if you've been waiting on, you know, June Bug or Ghost Minnow or White or any of that, they're all in stock in across the board, right? Here is the Sharker. And the Sharker came out incredibly well. It's almost a full matte finish. By the way, Sake Bomber is a matte finish usually, and you can see even in the frog, it's got that kind of nice matte finish. It's super dope. So they look great. The Sharker, while it is a hollow-bodied frog, is designed as a subsurface glide frog. Okay, so this is going to be right at the surface, and it is going to have a glide similar to a glide bait when you really get it in. Now you can chop it and move it just like a frog in small little movements, but this thing has this ability to move so finesse. It's so beautiful to watch, and they absolutely destroy it. So if you guys are fishing, again, shallow, clear water or high pressured fish, ponds, places where they might see a lot of people, this is a frog that you can be sneaky with and come in behind guys and catch them on it. Okay, you can fish it really methodical and slow, and it just stays right there in their face, and you still get all the benefits of it being a frog. So there you go. 3 different frogs, 2 different colors, so 6 total baits. They are available. You can purchase them individually, or I did put them together as a full set as well. So if you want to buy the full set of 6, there's a little bit of a discount worked in for doing the full set of 6. So they're available until they're not.
Until they
so
disappear.
Enjoy. Have fun. Those are available now. While we are on Sharker, I'm not going to bore you guys with all the colors. You guys know most of the colors, but we did add one other new color to the lineup. I brought this in just because I had to, right? So, is this a practical color to have in a frog?
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely. This is clownfish. Okay, so it's basically Nemo as a frog.
Exactly what we needed.
Are bass eating Nemos? I mean, I hope so.
Yes.
Right? But, dude, they're going to smoke this thing. Especially when dragonflies are out and they see that kind of orangish red burnt color in the spring when they get fired up on, you know, fire crawl, you know, that orange and red. They're going to absolutely smoke this thing. Remember, this is in kind of a glide moving bait. So it's going to be set up perfectly. And then when you take your picture for Instagram, it's going to have Nemo hanging out of its face. It's going to be dope. So if you want to have some fun, there's another new color. And if you're boring and you just want bluegill or, you know, black and blue or something, those are available as well from Teckel. All right, CJ, before we move on to more new stuff, I'm gonna kind of mix and match here between new product drops and our spring super buy sales event, okay? So that if you're here for the sales, you don't have to just wait to the end. It'll be intertwined. And some of these are too good not to talk about. Okay. I was able to do a special buy with SLP on the SLP TR T-Wing. This is the 105H SLP. Okay, so we had these one time before. I'm just going to let you guys appreciate it here for a minute. It is a fully matte blacked, basically kind of a Tatula frame, but SLP'd to death. It's matte black. You get the subtle SLP hit. You got the SLP drag. You've got the carbon fiber handle, the cork grips. I mean, everything that you want in just a dirty, sexy reel. Okay, here's the scoop. They were $3.99 before. Okay, special buy price $1.99.
No way.
Okay, so it's cheaper than a Tatula, and it's an SLP reel. These are gonna fly. Okay, so if this speaks to you or you needed one, grab it now. Now, they're only available in a 7-to-1 gear ratio, and they're only available in right-hand gear ratio, or right-hand retrieve. Okay, so lefties, I'm sorry, don't hate me. Trust me, I wanted lefties too. This is all they had. Okay, so they magically found a pallet of these when I was in Japan a couple trips ago. And so here you go. So if you're a righty and you want a killer, just super sick, tricked out SLP Daiwa reel, it doesn't get better than this. So $1.99 while supplies last. There you go. All right, lefties, I didn't completely leave you out. How about a special buy on the Daiwa Zillion T-Wing HD? Now this is the T-Wing HD 1000. This is the Japan Zillion HD. Okay, so this is the full black one, the 1000 size. This isn't the 1520 that they had in the US. Made in Japan, a beautiful reel. Comes with a larger handle, big foam grips. They normally sell for $500, $3.99. Okay, so basically you're gonna save $100 and you could get one because they haven't been available for a long time. So I have them in lefty and righty in both gear ratios. So there's a 7-to-1 and an 8-to-1. Again, lefty and righty while supplies last. So $3.99 in those guys, you can take advantage. All right, let's jump over to O.S.P. Now, O.S.P is gonna have a huge year, really kind of a huge next couple years. There's so many dope things on the horizon dripping down from O.S.P, from new colors to totally new baits. It's gonna be a really fun year. One of the brand new 2025 baits is dropping now in perfect time because everybody loves a minnow.
Everyone loves that minnow.
Everybody loves a minnow. So here you go. So O.S.P has had one of the coolest small minnow baits on the market for ages called the HP Minnow. Now there is a new official 5-inch size. So this is going to give you guys the option if you are a stroller, and pretty much everybody is a stroller now, you have a size that you can stroll. Of course, you don't have to. You can cast and wind this. I've been posting footage of this all week. The HP Minnow is a very special bait. It is built with kind of this internal slit inside. Okay, so as it comes, it's kind of a semi-hollow bait. Okay, so you can fish it just like this if you guys are gonna stroll. I would leave the inside attached just right out of the package, and it's a tall bait, so it has an incredible ability to stroll left and right. Super easy. One of the easier 5-inch baits. Much easier, I would say, to get to move than a Saikoro shad. Saikoro shad's a little rounder, so sometimes it can be a little finicky. This one is super easy because of the shape. Now, if you want a little bit more life out of it, you can, on the inside, there's just some little bars, and they're designed to cut with a scissor, but I'm just gonna use my fingernails just to show you, okay? Let me just cut those out. There's 2 little bars that hold this kind of hollow section together. Let me cut this bar, boom. And now you have a full hollow back side. Okay, so this front side is still you know, plenty of body there to run a hook or a jig head, whatever you want. But by having that hollowness, now you get a lot more flexibility out of that body. So now on a straight retrieve, that tail is allowed to just kind of kick back there in a supernatural kind of swimming motion. So you can mix and match both kind of the stroll and the swim and have just a different look than what you're gonna get out of, say, something like a Sakamata Shad or fish roller or, you know, any of the other items that you guys are using. Now you could present something with like a true swimming motion while maintaining the depth as well, but it stays super, super natural. So tons of colors. I'm gonna walk through them really quick with you, so I'm not gonna bore you to pieces, but all your expected shad colors, right? So your neon wakasagis, your shads, your shiners, you know, your purples, there's green pumpkins, there's whites, right? So everything that you would expect from an O.S.P soft bait is going to be in this bad boy. So there's the 5-inch HP Minnow. This is the official launch worldwide. Okay, so it's launching in the US and Japan at the same time, which is unusual for O.S.P. So we finally got that to happen. But I will tell you that there is not another production scheduled for, I don't think, until like 6 more months. So if you guys want these for spring, this is it. This is your chance to get them and put them in action and put them to use. So there you go, 5-inch HP Minnow available now. While we are on HP things, let's talk about some restocks on a couple of things as well. HP Fish are also back, and this has been one of our hottest selling soft baits that O.S.P's ever put out. It's an incredible little swim bait. Now, HP means high performance. It's basically designed to just give you the max look and different usability, I guess, out of a bait. So every time you see HP, the bait's designed for one specific use, but it also has the capability of doing a dozen other things, right? So HP Fish is exactly like that, designed to just be fished either on a jig head or just, you know, weedless. And it just has a super, super tight swim and head rock to it. Has a small little joint there and a stabilizer fin here. So the stabilizer fin will allow you to burn it if you want to burn it. It will also keep it upright if you wanted to stroll it or twitch it or work it like a fluke. Of course, it works great as a swim jig trailer as well, which is how most guys in Japan are utilizing it to catch giant fish. It's just a super subtle kick that's different than a paddle tail. Okay, so all the colors are back, from your whites to your neon wakasagis to your green thunders. Everything is back in that guy. And also the HP 3D Wacky is back in the 5-inch size. 5-inch is kind of the only size you need in this. They do make a couple of smaller sizes, but they're so small. The 5-inch is really the one that everybody's looking for. HP 3D Wacky, built as a Neko rig worm. You're gonna probably Neko rig or drop shot in all reality, but you could throw it on a little jig head. But it is basically a 5-inch worm that splits in the middle. So you have 2 different sides here. When you Neko rig, you usually insert a nail weight here, put a little tube. In fact, we were fishing with Toshi not too long ago and filmed a really good video with him. So we will drop that. Let's drop that this week, so everybody can see the riggings and how Toshi likes to use it. But the HP 3D Wacky is a super, super sick worm. When you shake it, instead of just one tail kind of moving, you get the 2 tails that kind of split. So you get this kind of like split action. So you literally just kind of shake, 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 and it just splits, and it just gives you a different look and a different vibration than traditional worm. It's a great one if you guys are into, you know, finesse worm options. So there you go, HP 3D Wacky, back in all colors.
Must have.
All right, jumping over to hard baits, I have some new color drops in some jerkbait options from O.S.P this week. So you hear us talk about the O.S.P Varuna quite a bit. Varuna is a 110 sized bait, one of our favorite jerk baits. It's a great one to add to, if you love throwing like the Edovision 110, it's a great one to add because it fishes amazing on heavier line. So it's a good power fishing jerkbait. You throw on, you know, 12 pound, 14 pound, 16 pound, 18 pound, no problem. You give it hard twitches. We have a ton of new colors in the Spec 2 version. So the Spec 2 version is the silent version. I know a lot of you guys are looking for silent jerk baits, especially with the scope. They're getting really, really shy of a lot of sound now, it seems like. So the Spec 2 is going to give you that same kind of really slow float that like an Edovision 110 would give you, and completely silent, okay? So just gonna kind of fly through these colors. There's some nice pink colors, there's some clowns, there's some Wakasagis, there's some red and golds, perfect timing for spring. And then of course, all the usual suspects are back in stock as well. So if you guys wanna check out a great silent jerkbait, the Spec 2 Varuna is a good one. If you need to get a little bit deeper, one of our better selling deep diving jerkbaits is the Asura EX DR. Okay, so this released last year. It can be fished like a crankbait or a jerkbait. Either way, it's kind of like a Stacy-esque style bait. But you can jerk it and you can give it hard jerks or sweeps either way, and it will respond. It easily gets down to that 15 to 18 foot zone. So I know a lot of you guys are fishing in that zone a lot of the year, but we get 4 new colors. We get Dazzler Baby Gill, we get Pink Clown, we get Silver Black, and we get Real Wakasagi. Okay, and then to go with those is all the standard colors as well. You see those okay, CJ? Okay.
Yeah, it looks pretty sick.
Cool. So 4 colors in that. That Desert Baby Gill looks incredible in that tall body.
Kind of like the clown too. The clown looks pretty good.
I'm not usually a big clown fan, but for some reason Pinky Clown kind of does it for me.
It's like the perfect clown.
Yeah,
you know?
Maybe we just need purple instead of red.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's not overdone. It's
perfect. So there you go. Some really cool, nice color additions in those. And then 1 new color addition in the Durga, the Silver Black that was just in the Asura EX DR, also transfers over to the Durga. So it's basically kind of a throwback color. It's chrome, black back, orange belly. Pretty straightforward, but always an effective color. So there you go, some new colors from O.S.P. All right, couple more things really quick with O.S.P. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting on Picros to be back. This is just probably the easiest hard strolling bait in the world, okay? It comes with a bill on the top of the bait, so it doesn't get in the way of your hookup ratio. It builds in that left to right kind of flashing. So basically it does all the work for you. You can just cast it and wind it, and you don't have to sit there and twitch your rod tip up, and it works amazing. It comes in a super slow sink and a floating version, and all the key colors that you guys love are back. So it's pretty much back across the board. That's the O.S.P Picro. Also a couple of soft goods. There are 3 new hat colors. One that's making me look pretty fly. Camel gray. There's also a nice kind of khaki and a nice kind of green and gray.
I dig that green.
It's good.
The khaki's nice too, but I really dig that green.
Yeah, so Griff like the khaki. You like the green. You can have the green.
Oh, thank you.
I like
putting it on right now.
I like the camo. So those are available from O.S.P as well. And then how about a carpet decal?
Needed.
So I know a lot of you guys love carpet decals. We don't get many of them in, but here you go. O.S.P carpet decal is available. So if you guys want to just stand on top of the O.S.P logo while you're fishing, now you have the capability. So there you go. Enjoy.
Become the performer. You are the osprey.
You are the osprey. Be one with the osprey. Okay, and then let's end the O.S.P portion with a spring super buy. You ready, CJ?
Let's do it.
Okay, breaking the internet. How about a bulk bundle deal on O.S.P Live Beavers? Why not?
You never have enough beavers.
There you go. O.S.P Live Beavers. 3.5 and 4 inch sizes, the 2 sizes that everybody uses. These are going to come in 5 packs in pretty much all the colors. I mean, green pumpkin, black, dark cinnamon. I mean, everything's kind of around here. $29.99 for a 5-pack. So less than $6 a pack. So it's, like 40% off. So if you guys like throwing an O.S.P Live Beaver, and everybody does, this would be a great chance to stock up and scoop up. These are going to sell out. So if you want these, I would get them. Once they sell out, the deal's over. Okay, so there you go. But right now, there's plenty available, so have fun. A quick restock notice to tell you guys about. Some of you guys paid attention last week and gobbled them up, and they're back again. Okay, so if you missed out, the Megabass Karashi, this seems to be the hardest damn bait to actually get. Okay, they are back in all colors. Okay, I'm sure they're gonna sell out again. This is just what happens. So this bait is crazy. You guys are nuts for it. All the colors are in. So if you didn't get the color you wanted before, you need them. And we all need them. There you go. There is your notice. Karashis are back. Let's talk about something, CJ, that everybody has been dying to have, right? And I wish you were Jeff in this moment. Okay? Because
I can't wait to hear this.
He would be so happy. But, you know, I know what Jeff's thinking. He's in Japan right now. He's eating ramen. He's drinking water.
Yep.
Right? He's probably surrounded by a bunch of hot chicks that he's afraid to talk to. A bunch of his friends that are drinking beer and having a good time while he's being grumpy. Because he knows that he's out there throwing, like, I don't know, clashes and, I don't know, tyrants and stupid things, when he could be throwing the brand new Evergreen Gezzy.
Now that is the deal.
Yes. Everybody has needed a cockroach. I mean, I don't know that that's what they were going for. It looks like a damn cockroach to me.
Yep.
You?
Yep, that's cockroach.
It's a cockroach. So there you go. The Gezzy 1.8. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. How many should I buy? Right? That's probably what's going through everybody's head. I hope there's a white one, right? But I think they're all natural. I don't know. I haven't actually looked at it. It's yet another bug. Okay? So I know a lot of you guys love bug baits. I know when we got these in, the first thing Luis did was make himself a pile of these things. So with any of these bug baits, as goofy as they are, it's kind of a similar thought process, I guess, to like a dice or a Coike or something that's just, you know, it's there and it's kind of quivering. I mean, all these legs are going to quiver. The bottom is segmented, okay? So I don't know why they segment the bottom, because it's not like it does anything, right? It's not like this thing has any kind of swimming. But hey, it's segmented, I guess ribbed for the fish's pleasure. When it gets in the mouth, feels like the real thing. But there you go. You can fish it however you want. Weightless, drop shot. You could Neko rig it, A-rig it.
Oh,
right?
for sure, A-rig in that,
Yeah.
yes.
Whatever you want to do, okay? So there's some colors, obviously. So this is grasshopper, okay? Oh, maybe it's supposed to look like a grasshopper.
Oh, wait. Yeah, we're totally looking at this wrong.
Does it look like a grasshopper?
No, it's a cockroach.
It's a cockroach, bro. I don't know what they're thinking. Green pumpkin. Tiny crawdad.
I was really hoping they were just going to be different bug names.
Tiny crawdad looks exactly like green pumpkin, but it must be different.
Wait.
Tiny crawdad.
Does it have some brown in it, maybe?
Secret smoke. Wild crawl. We need the wild crawl bug. And good, there's a shad pattern. Live shrimp. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so wall supplies last. These are probably gonna fly out of here. The Gezzy 1.8. I'm just assuming that's how you say it. I haven't actually heard anybody talk about this lure ever. But I'm gonna call it a Gezzy. So the Gezzy 1.8 is available right now. No,
They come in different sizes?
No, relax.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. You're ruining the next segment, CJ.
It's like, please let there be a smaller cockroach. They got a cricket in there?
All right, CJ, you weren't here last week, but last week we had a brand new Evergreen Last Ace. It was 100 size, right? For strolling, super dope. Everybody was kind of thinking if only there was smaller sizes that we could like hover stroll with or just drop shot or I don't even know.
A-rig.
Yeah. Prayers have been answered. 2 more Last Ace sizes. A 75 and a 45.
How do you go from a 75 to a 45?
I don't know. But this is what I got for you, okay?
I love it.
So, look, the 75's pretty self-explanatory. It's a good-looking fish. Here, I apparently have to open the package, which is fun because I love strolling, and a Last Ace 75 is probably the first thing that I would pick. So, there you go. So, that guy's gone. So it's kind of a, elastomer-esque style plastic, so it's going to be a high buoyancy plastic. You're probably going to, again, really the only thing you can do with this thing is you could hover shot it, hover stroll it, or you're going to drop shot it. Okay, but it looks very natural. It's got just real finessey movements to it. It's elastomer. The colors are good. So a lot of times elastomer, the colors aren't great, but they've got some really nice colors. That iris is really nice. Sparkling Wakasagi is pretty sick. I mean, they're all good, right? Can you see them okay?
Yep, we
Coming
got
through?
it.
So, you know, yeah, it's not what I do, but a lot of you guys might do it. Now, to me, that's pretty damn small.
Come small.
But it gets half the size in the 45. Look at that thing.
Hold on, I can't zoom anymore. Just hold it closer, please.
So all the same colors. I'm curious to see if anybody buys it. I guess drop shot is some bait finesse stuff maybe, you know. But this is micro. So I guess if they really get picky on eating tiny little fry, this could be something that could have some game. But I don't know. I mean, you gotta really need a tiny bait. So there you go. Last Ace 45 and I think I said 75, right?
Yep, small and smaller.
Tiny and tinier. Okay, those are available now from Evergreen. Good segment, Evergreen.
Whew. They really think they're on something with that Last Ace.
Yeah, they're just gonna ride that Last Ace hard.
I can't wait for the 25.
Spring super buy sale. Let's jump into one since we just talked about tiny. Let's talk about some actual swim baits. So, you know, we talk about Raid all the time. One of our favorite lines in the Raid lineup is the Osakana lineup. Now they have two baits in the Osakana lineup. They have an Osakana slide and an Osakana swimmer. The swimmer is what I have in my hands. It's got that kind of wedge paddle tail. It is a line through, okay? So you can rig it with the hook on the bottom, or you could rig it with the hook on the top, either way, and you can weight it so that it can sit down on the bottom. It's a really cool swim bait. They sell for 24 to 27, depending on what size you get. We are doing a special buy where we are giving you one of each color. So there's 7 colors. There's actually 8. One of the colors is pearl chartreuse. That's not included. Okay. But all the other 7 colors are. So you're going to get one of each color. So you don't even have to decide what color you want.
Get the whole bundle.
And the entire bundle. So it's 7 baits that would normally be $26.99 a piece, $49.99. So basically $7 a bait. Okay. So crazy deal. You get one of each, so $49.99, and you can choose if you want the 145 box or the 125 box. Okay, so choose your size. So size difference is just, you know, one's 125 millimeters and one is 145 millimeters. The 125 is 35 grams, so it's just over an ounce. The 145 is 52 grams, so it's closer to 2 ounces. Okay, so there you go. Choose your box, $49.99, $7 a bait. Pretty damn good deal. So there you go. Those are available now. All right, we just talked about micro from Evergreen. Let's talk about micro from Hog Farmer. So a couple new additions to the Hog Farmer lineup. Spunk shads are kind of just a staple around here. They've become a favorite trailer on jackhammers and chatterbaits and different things. A lot of guys stroll them. All kinds of stuff you can do with a spunk shad. There's a new 3-inch version of the spunk shad. So it's a smaller version. It's going to be great to drop shot. You can put it on a little jig head. I mean, you guys know what to do with 3-inch soft plastic, right? So all the colors that you're used to are in that. Also on their A-rigs. So Hog Farmer makes amazing A-rigs. There's new micro rigs out as well. So there's some tactical Bassin micro flex rigs. There's a BFL micro flex rig. So yeah, I guess you could put a whole pack of those silly 45 Last Aces on your micro rig and just, God, that sounds terrible.
Oh,
don't do that, please.
Cut.
At least find some kind of paddle tail to make this cool. Also, the Mop Deuce rig is back. This is my favorite springtime rig. If you guys have not thrown this, it's a 2-arm, so you can put 2 baits on it, and then the other 6 arms stretch out and they're full of blades. And if you rig it correctly, you can fish it just like a spinnerbait through the bushes. It looks just like a school of fry going by. They absolutely smoke it all the way into summer. So killer bait. Also, I know we're jumping to a new brand, but it's not a huge introduction. But Reaction Innovations has a new Spicy Beaver 3.0. So Spicy Beaver, CJ, you and I were flipping a Spicy Beaver not too long ago.
Yeah, love the
actually.
Spicy Beaver.
So we posted a video, no, a couple weeks ago, the flipping video, like
Yep.
a winter flipping video where we were flipping the Spicy Beaver. It's a really great bait that has a more aggressive fall, you know, kind of like a rage crawl-esque kind of swim to it, right? Where it's kind of pushing against each other, or a speed crawl kind of vibe. Where the traditional Sweet Beaver is more of just a glide. This is going to give you that kind of kick on the claws. The 3-inch size is going to be a great one for either downsizing, or, you know, a lot of guys are going to utilize this on like a little Ned head or shaky. Like that would just be disgusting as a Ned bait. So all the colors that you're used to from Reaction Innovations are in this guy, from your green pumpkins to your purples to your blacks to your whites. Okay, so the 3-inch Spicy Beaver is in, and a huge restock across the board in all the other regular beavers, including colors that we haven't had for like 3 or 4 years. So if you're a Sweet Beaver fan, Smaller Beaver fan, a Spicy Beaver fan, whatever, we got you covered this week from Reaction Innovations. Spring Super Buy deal to go along with that, since we're talking about smaller baits. This week we posted a video on Thursday where we sat down, CJ, myself, and Jeff, went to Japan to do some filming. We had a chance to sit down with 2 of our favorite anglers, Kenta Kimura and Takumi Ito, and just kind of pick their brains on bass fishing culture in Japan, the difference between Japan and the US, trends that they're seeing, baits that they're seeing, just try to learn more about just the industry as a whole. Both of them spoke about how the dice and the Coike kind of are shifting the whole scene of lures. So I thought it would only be appropriate to do a dice and a Coike Spring Super Buy deal for you guys. So let's run it. So hide up Coike. These come as a 17 millimeter as well as a full cast deal. These were like $39.99 last year. They sell now for like $18.50. They come 3-2 a pack. We're doing 3-2 a pack for $29.99.
That's insane.
Okay, so less than $10 a piece. So basically $9.99 a piece. You're gonna get a 3-pack of them. So they will all be the same color. So make sure you pick the color that you want. But a 3-pack for $29.99. I mean, it's a killer deal.
Yeah,
It's below cost. So you guys can have at that. And then on the dice side of things, we just brought back the bulk bundle deal that we ran over Black Friday. So it's a 5-pack of dice for $49.99. So again, it's $9.99 a pack instead of $19.99 a pack. So basically half off. And you can pick and choose all kinds of colors, max salt, non-salt, a bunch of colors in there. So enjoy. All right, CJ, let's jump over to Sims. Quite a few new items from Sims, especially in packs. I got a couple of jacks to talk about. So we decided for the Spring Super Buy, even though a lot of the stuff we're going to show you is new, I put everything Sims 50% off. Okay, so half off across the board. So if you want a new pack, if you want a pair of waders, if you want boots, if you want shirts, socks, gloves, everything Sims, while supplies last, half off. Okay, so have at it. So know anything I'm showing you is going to qualify. Okay, new Headwaters packs. Okay, so they have a chest pack, a hip pack, and a backpack. Super stylish looking this year. Really interesting and very cool colorways. They're kind of this waterproof-esque kind of material. This is the chest pack that has the back and the front. This is the hip pack that I've been using. I love this hip pack because it's big. It's got the ability to put boxes straight in. It's customizable. You can put 2 or 3 kind of lunchbox sizes there. The whole thing is padded also. So if you find yourself where you either shore fishing and you fall, or you got to kind of chuck your pack or whatever, the whole thing is padded. The outside pocket, and this is the same on the chest pack, folds open. You can put your baits there, your hooks there. It's padded all the way around. Sims makes incredible bags. I don't need to overemphasize, but sick colorways. And then the backpack, of course, is dirty as well.
Yeah,
so
dope.
You have a frame. You have a roll top, which is great. I love the roll top. It keeps it a little bit more waterproof. and it just lets you store so much stuff. I mean, you could pack for days with this thing, and then it's got a magnetic closure. It just rolls up and snaps. A sick backpack. So all these are going to be available during the spring sale for 50% off. So enjoy. Since we knew we were going to be running this spring deal, we went ahead and restocked in all the other Sims packs that are available as well. So from the Tributary line to the Dry Creek line, so if you guys want the super bougie, fully waterproof line, you know, Tributary, slings, hip packs, backpacks, all packs are back. All waders are back, all boots are back, so check those out. A couple of special deals. We got 2 new Solar Flexes in, just a very clean blue Solar Flex, okay, with a Stockton crankbait eating a deep 6. You were just doing this yesterday, actually, weren't you?
Yep, I was cranking one around.
Yep. We also have a green with a smallmouth eating an O.S.P Blitz.
Take my money now.
Okay.
That's sick.
These are normally $79.99 during the spring sale, $39.99. So less than 40 bucks, you get a Sims Solar Flex. They're going to size, true to size. So if you're normally an XL, get an XL. So Sims is pretty much just straightforward all the time, true. So 2 great deals on those. And then I'm going to even do a bigger deal on these. So 2 new jackets. Now I'm only doing this because I can't imagine buying a jacket right now because it's going to be 80 degrees today. Okay, and I know a lot of you guys live in cold places, thank God. Okay, so we have 2 new River Shed, I'm going to call them sweaters. Okay, so there is a full zip that's gray. It's very comfortable. It's very nice. It has just a hookup logo on the chest. And then we have a half zip in this brown that has a smallmouth eating a 110 logo on the chest pocket. Okay, these normally sell for $150. I'm going to price them at $49.99. Okay, so you're gonna get 66% off on those. So if they speak to you, it's a one and done deal. Have at it, enjoy, boom. Let's end with a couple of rods, CJ. So these are going to be part of the spring deal. You guys know we have a used and trade-in rod program here. When we get rods that we either use on the showroom floor or that are traded in, or maybe we use as a demo, they all go into a collection, and then when we get enough, we kind of throw them up there. If you are waiting on one of those rods, this is the week. Especially if you are a Loomis fan, Shimano fan, or a Daiwa fan. Okay, they're in ratings. Rating will be from basically a 5-star to a 9. A 10 would be a brand new rod. A 9 is basically a brand new rod, but it might be missing tags. It might be missing wrappings. It might have been a rack rod. So as close to a new rod as you're ever going to get for really, really good prices. We went really aggressive this week for this promotion. So Poison Ultimas are on there. So all the models casting and spinning. I want to say these are normally like $8.99. I want to say they're like $4.99.
Oh my gosh. On
the used section. So you guys can scoop those up. All of our NRXs are up there at super good deals, and there's some just super, super clean ones, right? So I mean, there's like one little nick right there on the cork. If you don't care about that, it's gonna save you, you know, $200 or $300, right? So great deals on those. Steez AGS, there's a bunch of them up there as well. So if you guys have been looking for any of those, this is a great chance to scoop up some higher end rods for some really, really good deals. Now, let's end on a rod deal, okay? So, Raid Gladiator anti-rods. We did a restock of rods. Not a huge restock on some models, but if you guys have been looking for models like Diffuser and Frogman, King Heavy, there's some back, okay? Sneaky little restock that we put in. But something we haven't been talking much about is bait finesse. We kind of go in waves, right? We talk about it a lot, and then we kind of forget to talk about it. Raid makes 2 amazing bait finesse rods in their Gladiator anti-lineup. They make a bait finesse tricker and a power bait finesse. Now the bait finesse tricker is really just a fantastic hard bait rod. So if you guys are looking for just a good all-around hard bait rod, it's got that nice kind of parabolic bend through it. It's 6'2", so it's a great length. It's 1/8 to 1/4 ounce lure rating, so just a really good universal rod. The power bait Finesse is a 6.5. It has a carbon stinger tip, so this is a great one for fishing, you know, smaller plastics, smaller jig head minnows, little swim baits, little Finesse jigs, which brings me to the deal. Okay, these are $4.50 and $4.90 accordingly. They are going to come while supplies last. I expect these to sell out. They are going to come with a $450 box of Raid Dama jigs.
Jeez.
It's 50 Dama jigs for free.
Oh my God.
So you're going to spend $450 on a rod, and you're going to get $450 worth of jigs to go with it. Okay, it's a lifetime supply.
Dude, what is in that beer?
I don't know. So you can chum them, you can fish them, you can give them away, you can do whatever you want, but they're going to come in all kinds of different sizes, all sizes that you will be able to throw on your bait Finesse rods. They are going to come, by the way, so there's 50 of them. You will get, they are going to come 5 to a pack times 10 different packs. Okay, so for instance, if you get a green pumpkin, you get 5 green pumpkins in that size, 5 blacks, 5 smokes. It's just going to be a variety of different things. There you go. $450 rod, $450 worth of free jigs to go with it, while supplies last from Raid. There you go. If you get the jig rod bundle deal, make sure you pick up the most epic trailer in the shop, the Last Ace 45. Okay, the 75 would probably be perfect on the back of that too. So, boom. But good, we got a use, CJ.
You might have started a collab right there.
Boom. All right, CJ, that is a wrap. We are officially done here. Did you have a favorite item of the day other than the Last Ace 45, which I think was everybody's?
All right, you got me a 75.
Oh, they're going to say the Gezzy. I thought you were a Gezzy.
The Gezzy's pretty sick.
Lots of super dope things.
It's got to be the honker.
But the Teckel frogs.
Yep, the colors are just unreal.
Are super dope. I'm really excited for those. The real deals are fantastic.
Yeah, that SLP is insane.
I know you guys are going to catch a ton of fish on that 5-inch HP Minnow. That's going to just become a staple for a lot of guys. So, guys, if you have questions on anything that we covered, anything we talked about, please just leave it down below and I will get answers for you. Of course, I put my Instagram handle in the beginning of every episode so you can find me throughout the week, basically 24 hours a day. So if you have any questions on rods or riggings or just any rabbit hole you want to go down, hit me up and I am happy to help. CJ will put links to everything. Enjoy the promotions, enjoy the new stuff. Have a wonderful weekend. If you can find delicious Orion, go get you some. Enjoy it. Tastes like spring and summer and beautiful times. Hug your family, guys. Go catch a big fish. If you have anything that you need, reach out. We'll see you again next Sunday. Cheers, my friends. CJ, cheers. Thanks for drinking
brother.
with me, man.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Have a good weekend, guys. Peace.